notebook, we have a PDF copy, scanned copy. Something should be there.
No, ma'am. Don't have PDF.
You don't have. Okay. So I had given last year to the students. I'll check in my mobile and like I'll see that I'll put it on your group, at least the water treatment chapter, so that you have some reference material to read from the book. Okay. Now, coming back to our portion, we started with lime soda process and we have covered some lime soda numericals. Okay. Now, we have seen, again, we will see those things. These are the reactions that are involved in lime and soda reaction for removal of hardness, and the water is softened. So, like by removing hardness, that is calcium and magnesium salts, the mm, water can be softened. Then, for calculating that, you need to convert the original or true weight of salt into the CaCO3 equivalent of the salt by multiplying it with a multiplication factor. So the weight of impurity is generally given. What you need is 50 by the equivalent weight of the impurity, or 100 by the molecular weight of like calcium and magnesium salt. Okay, so that becomes your multiplication factor. This part is generally the multiplication factor, and the weight of impurity is generally given to you. Then we see that like this one is into 2, so every time you have to multiply the CaCO3 equivalents of magnesium bicarbonate by 2. Here there is no need of multiplying anything with the equivalents of alum, but remember that the multiplication factor is 50 by 57. Then we see there can be three coagulants that can be used. One is ferrous sulfate, multiplication factor is 100 by 278. Alum multiplication factor is 50 by 57. And sodium aluminate is deducted from lime as well as soda requirement because of this hydroxide, which is not associated with calcium, and that is why it is deducted from both lime and soda requirement, and the multiplication factor is 50 by 82. Okay. Then then if the analysis is given in ions, then calcium and magnesium should be considered as permanent hardness, and if carbon dioxide is present in your raw water, its multiplication factor is 100 by 44 or 50 by 22. If bicarbonate ion is there, then it should be multiplied by 50 by 61. Now the bicarbonate is added in lime required and minus in the soda required column, because the hydroxide lime reacts with bicarbonate forming carbonate. Now lime is required, that is why plus in LR column, and since it is leading to formation of carbonate, which is considered to be one equivalent of soda, that is why it is deducted from SR column. Okay. Then for hydroxide, if it is there in the treated water, now some numericals with treated water analysis will be there. So in treated water, if hydroxide is seen, it is coming from lime added in excess. So this lime added in excess will be requiring soda for its removal, because when you add lime, calcium is also added. So the quantity of hydroxide is added in both LR as well as SR. Whereas if the analysis show that treated water contains carbonate, that means it is coming from excess quantity of sodium carbonate that was added. Means the process has taken place and then you are calculating. So this is how you get this LR. Like this will be considered, the equivalents of carbonate will be considered only in soda required or soda used during softening, that column. Okay, so if this equivalents will not be there in the LR column. Okay. Then we saw these numericals. Now this numerical didn't had any coagulant used. So this was a simple numerical where we have just seen that such a numerical on lime soda should be calculated in a tabular form. Make habit of making a table, and in the table you have this thing given to you. These things are given to you. What you are supposed to do is you have to multiply the true weight of impurity by the molecular weight of calcium carbonate by the weight of this particular salt. So you get, so this becomes your multiplication factor and you get the CaCO3 equivalents. Then in the lime required column and soda required column, you have to refer to those 6 reactions that we have written. That lime removes calcium temporary hardness, equivalent quantities are required. Then magnesium temporary hardness requires 2 into the magnesium temporary hardness. So 152 into 2 is done here. For magnesium sulfate, this is magnesium permanent hardness. It requires lime for its removal. Okay, but forms now number of times what happens? Numerical says that write proper balanced chemical reactions also for these impurities. So in that case, some mark weightage will be given for the reaction. So you should write proper balanced chemical reaction here. Calcium bicarbonate plus CaOH twice like this, forming what things are formed. So here you will write MgSO4 plus CaOH twice, giving MgOH twice plus CaSO4. So this CaSO4 is then removed by this soda. So you write CaSO4 plus Na2CO3, and that is removed as calcium carbonate. Okay, so this is what we have done and you have written it in your notebook. Then we have solved one numerical in which it is said that these are the impurities and the coagulant was used at the rate of 24.6 milligrams per liter or ppm, and we had solved this yesterday. Sodium aluminate is like the quantity given here into 50 by 82 is the multiplication factor. This is deducted from LR as well as SR column, and these are the calculations. So if you put it here, you directly get the uh, answer. Okay. Then coming to just a minute. Okay. Now the third numerical. Are you there? Are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you first write the numerical. Don't take the screenshot. Okay. You write the numerical. How you will write? You write the impurities. Now a sample of water on analysis gave the following data. Okay. No need to write these things, but you write CaCl2 10 ppm like this. CaCl2 10 ppm, and keep in your notebook space to write these columns. Okay. Below that write magnesium sulfate 35 ppm. Okay. Please write everyone. Please write these impurities or the salts. CaSO4 70 ppm. Here you are writing in ppm the true weight 70. Then magnesium bicarbonate. Magnesium bicarbonate should have come first. Anyway, like first calcium carbonate is written here, and then the magnesium carbonate is written. Okay, magnesium carbonate 170 and calcium bicarbonate 300 ppm. Then it says that there is silica SiO2. Okay, SiO2 is there, and how much is SiO2? 10 ppm. Okay, now this SiO2 is something which is not causing hardness, but it imparts like there is it is the sludge or the sediment part. Then MgCl2 is 5 ppm, NaCl is 40 ppm, then carbon dioxide is 20 ppm. Okay, carbon dioxide is 20 ppm, and in such a raw water, what was used? Um, Calculate the amount of lime 90% pure and soda used for softening. Okay, so the purity of lime is mentioned and soda is not mentioned. Okay, if it is not mentioned, I will incorporate it in the numeric.
Is there any way to calculate it?
Calculate what?
Purity according to data given.
No, if it is given, it is given. If it is not given, it is not given. Means there is no like other tricky the sentence may be written that some twist can be there, like what you can say. It can be mentioned as you need um, 10%, 20% excess because of the impurities present in soda. So accordingly, you have to then calculate. So if 20% extra is required, means what is the percentage purity? Okay. So we'll write soda also here. Soda, say 95% pure. Uh, Used for softening 10 to the power 4 liters of water using sodium aluminate as coagulant at the rate of 16.4. Is it 16.4 here? Okay. Then given the concentration of hydroxide and carbonate in the treated water was 5 and 15 ppm respectively. Justify your answer giving suitable chemical reactions for all impurities. You see, they are asking for now. They are asking for
Chemical
this question.
reactions.
Yeah, chemical reactions are asked. So first of all, when you start writing, I told you, you write in your notebook these impurities like this. Now they are saying that like this much quantity of water was treated, like this much, like this is the impurities present in milligrams per liter, and the total quantity of water which was softened by lime soda process was 10 to the power 4. Okay, 10 to the power 4 means 10,000 liters of water. And then it says that the treated water, and for this treatment, sodium aluminate was used as coagulant. So this is again the sodium aluminate. We have not covered any numerical with ferrous sulfate and alum. Anyway, next I will put that. So sodium aluminate. Then they say that the treated water contains hydroxide and carbonate. Generally, you see hydroxide and carbonate when it's given here. This part is also given in ionic form. Okay, generally, I don't know like from where this numerical was taken, because you see like when you are given treated water analysis, you are expressing them as hydroxide and carbonate. Anyway, these are the impurities. Still, it will work. So what we see that the treated water analysis means after softening of these many liters of water with lime and soda, this was there in excess. So you are supposed to um, calculate the amount of lime and soda that were used. It should be like that sentence. So we'll write that were used. It is not mentioning the quantity of lime and soda required for softening. See, there is difference. One numerical will be there where it says that what is the quantity of lime and soda required for softening these many liters of water. But now when the treated water analysis comes, the numerical will say how much lime and soda was used or that were used for softening these many liters of water, because this much excess of chemicals had been used. Okay, so now we have to go with writing the chemical reaction. Now for first one, to write the chemical reaction, the very first one requires soda for its removal. It does not require lime for its removal, right? So you can write the reaction here: CaCl2 plus Na2CO3, giving you CaCO3 plus NaCl. Okay, once this reaction is written, the multiplication factor for this is 100 by 111. CaCO3 equivalent is 9. So it won't come in the LR column. column, it will come only in the SR column. Plus lime, CaOH twice, giving you CaSO4. Now that CaSO4 will require soda for its removal, so both the reactions will come. So you are writing these equivalents in LR column as well as SR column. Soda required. Okay. Then coming to calcium sulfate. Now calcium sulfate is again calcium permanent hardness. Now this calcium permanent hardness,
I think CaSO4 column is wrong, ma'am.
CaSO4 column is wrong. Yes.
Means
The
the value.
multiplication factor for
Should be LR.
CaSO4 should be mentioned. Yeah, let me come to this. So 100 by weight of
136.
CaSO4, 136.
36, ma'am.
Yeah, 136. So equivalents, I don't know how much it comes out. Just check whether it is 51.47. That is why I keep doing the number of corrections time to time. Oh, it is 51.4. Correct. Okay. Now what happens?
Yes, ma'am.
This is calcium permanent hardness. This is not removed by lime. This is not removed by lime. It is removed by soda. So sulfate plus Na2CO3, the reaction that you will write here, one after the other, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put a serial number column also here and write this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 impurities so that you can justify the reaction. Okay. So this justifies, right? This is not requiring lime for its removal. So this is correct. Then calcium bicarbonate, 300 ppm, 100 by 162 is the multiplication factor. This comes out to be 185.18. So this is completely removed by lime and does not incorporate any calcium permanent. So this is nil here. This is also correct. Then magnesium bicarbonate, 170 is mentioned here, right? So 100 by 146, so 116. Now we know that this is an exceptional reaction, magnesium temporary hardness. So magnesium temporary hardness has to be, it will be requiring 2 into the equivalents. So it becomes 2 into 116, and here it is not requiring anything. Then silica is up, like it is the suspended matter. It will precipitate out by itself. So here you don't have like anything here. So magnesium chloride is magnesium permanent hardness. 5 into 100 by 95. 5.26 is the CaCO3 equivalent. So this requires lime for its removal, but magnesium permanent incorporates calcium permanent, which uses soda also for its removal. You can write the reactions of that. MgCl2 plus CaOH twice, giving you MgOH twice, a downward arrow. Where all you are getting a precipitate, you have to show a downward arrow, and then plus your CaCl2. Now that CaCl2 is removed. This much quantity of CaCl2 will be removed by soda. So CaCl2 plus Na2CO3, CaCO3 downward arrow you can show, and this is how this is written in both the column. Now NaCl is ignored because it does not contribute to hardness. Then CO2 is 20 ppm, 100 by 44 is the multiplication factor. Now see the reactions of lime and soda, 6 reactions that you have written. So this is the CaCO3 equivalent. Now you see CO2 plus CaOH twice. It leads to formation of CaCO3 and it is removed completely there itself. And that is why it is added only in the lime required column and it is nil in the soda required column, because this is completely removed by lime and it does not incorporate any calcium permanent, as the calcium hydroxide added forms calcium carbonate here, and that calcium carbonate is removed. So the chemical reaction can also be written for that, and here it will be nil. Now coming to NaAlO2, NaAlO2 will form NaOH plus AlOH thrice in water. Okay, so NaAlO2 plus H2O, you write giving NaOH plus AlOH thrice, and this NaOH which is forming, NaOH is considered to be one equivalent of lime and one equivalent, that is why it is deducted from lime required, as well as instead of required you can write here lime used, lime that was used and soda that was used. So it is deducted from there. Then hydroxide equivalents are considered in lime used as well as soda used, because when this is in excess, that means CaOH twice was used in excess. So if CaOH twice is used in excess, this Ca is removed by sodium carbonate. Okay, so sodium carbonate also will be required here or used here. Then if only carbonate is there, then it is not considered in lime used, it is considered in only soda used in excess. Then add them together and deduct this part, add these things together and deduct this part. Okay, so like check whether you are getting this value. Okay, 200, 300, 400, 400, and this will be, check out whether this is coming out to be 502. Yes, what is the answer here? Summation? Yes, who is doing the calculation? Is there anyone who is doing calculation?
Yes, ma'am. I am doing calculation.
This is 502. This will be 60.
502.62.
62. Okay. Means 502 is
62.
okay. Now this value we will write here. First write the again there should be correction. A correction means what? This should be not R but used. Lime used. Okay, lime that was used because excess is mentioned, right? Similarly, soda used for softening. Okay, so lime used becomes like this is your 74 by 100, 502 into 100 by 90, and this is 10,000 liters to the power divided by 10 to the power 6. So these many kgs. So you get the answer. What is your answer? Do this calculation.
4.13.
3 point. 3.3, someone says. Someone is writing. See, this 100 will cancel. 74 by 90 into 502 into 10,000 by 10 to the power 6. 4.13 is said by roll number 5. Why different answers? 4.13. Most of you. Yes? Anyone?
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
Okay, 4.13 is the answer. So most of you are getting 4.13. Then soda used is 106 by 100 into this value, that is 115.59. So this comes out to be soda used will be 1.225 kg. Okay, so this is how you have to solve your numerical, and you have to give the, in this case, in this numerical, around 2 marks at least will be there for writing the reactions of lime and soda. Okay, so you are supposed to write the chemical reactions if it is mentioned. Then now this is a This is one numerical which was asked in exam, and the weightage was, I think, 5 or 6 marks weightage or more. Okay, so please write the numerical. In what form you will write? Water on analysis gave following results. Write down the weight in tabular form. CaOH twice, 150 milligrams per liter. Magnesium bicarbonate, 200 milligrams per liter. Then this calcium sulfate, 180 milligrams per liter. Magnesium chloride, 95 milligrams per liter. Calcium chloride, 137 milligrams per liter. Turbidity, 15 milligrams per liter. This is the most complicated numerical. Everyone should write. Turbidity 15 here, right? Turbidity also here. Turbidity 15 milligrams per liter. NaCl 58.5 milligrams per liter. Now, what you have to calculate? Okay, calculate carbonate and non-carbonate hardness in degree Clark. Then cost of lime soda process if lime is 95% pure. If lime 95% pure is rupees 200 per 10 kg and soda 86% pure rupees 400 per 10 kg. Required for softening 150, like this is 150,000 liters of hard water using Al2SO4 thrice as a coagulant at the rate of 28.5 milligrams per liter. So Al2SO4 thrice 28.5 milligrams per liter. Now the third part is new for you, and it is the most complicated or lengthy part of the numerical, and definitely will have some 2 to 3 marks weightage for this third part. Estimate the theoretical weight of dry sediments formed during the above lime soda softening process. So what is asked here? What do you understand by this sentence? Everyone please read it, and what you understand, just tell me. What is your simple understanding regarding estimate the theoretical weight of dry sediments formed during the above lime soda softening process? Yes, what idea you get from this sentence?
Precipitate
Theoretical weight of precipitate.
So what is the what do you understand by dry sediments? वेट निकालना है किसी चीज का, लेकिन कौन सा, किस चीज का वेट निकालना है? ड्राई सेडिमेंट्स यानी क्या क्या है आपके सेडिमेंट्स के? जो भी सॉलिड फॉर्म में बन रहा है, तो सॉलिड फॉर्म में क्या बन रहा है? पीपीटी। हाँ, तो नाम बताइए ना, आप केमिस्ट्री पढ़ रहे हैं तो पीपीटी का नाम क्या है? लाइम सोडा,
कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट।
कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट। जो भी डाउनवर्ड एरो आप दिखाते हो, कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट और डाउनवर्ड एरो, एंड मैग्नीशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड और डाउनवर्ड एरो। तो ये दो ही तो चीजें हैं जो ड्राई सेडिमेंट्स या सेडिमेंट प्रेसिपिटेट या स्लज बन के बाहर निकल रही हैं, है ना? वी से दैट उसका स्लज को भी डिस्पोज ऑफ करना एक बड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है। तो सेडिमेंट्स का मतलब क्या है? What all precipitate is forming, and that is your magnesium hydroxide and calcium carbonate formed when you are treating water with this particular analysis of water, या एक water है, water sample जिसका analysis इतना है, और उसका आपको ये सब तो ठीक है, प्योरिटी फैक्टर आपको पता है, कॉस्ट भी आप निकाल लोगे। तो ये है 150,000 लीटर्स वाटर को अगर आप ट्रीट करते हो तो उसमें से कितना सेडिमेंट स्लज कितना बनेगा वो आपको कैलकुलेट करना है, ठीक है? तो दैट इज द ओनली न्यू पार्ट। तो पहले हम ये देख लें कि हमको जो आता है वो हम कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे। ओके, तो वी राइट, मैंने आपको बताया ऑलवेज राइट द न्यूमेरिकल इन अ टैबुलर फैशन। तो टैबुलर वे में आप इसको लिखना है। Okay, so this is the table you have written. कैल्शियम बाइकार्बोनेट यहाँ पे 2 होना चाहिए, 150 है और मैग्नीशियम बाइकार्बोनेट में भी यहाँ पे HCO3 twice होना चाहिए. This is a picture, that is why I can't edit this. Okay, now the true weight is 150 given here and this is 200 given here. Please try to understand stepwise as I am going. Okay, so this is like this into this multiplication factor, you are getting 92.59, and this into this 100 by 146, you get 136.98. So this blue color is for showing that this is the carbonate hardness, and this red color is for showing that this is the non-carbonate hardness. Okay, this is CaCO3 equivalent part. Okay, this is how you should always circle this in your notebook, and then you can circle this part in your notebook. Okay, then we come to, like, we will not do this part. First we will write this CaSO4 180 into 100 by 136. So you write 132 here. Magnesium chloride 95 into 100 by 95. So this is 100. And calcium chloride is 100. This is 137 into 100 by 111. Comes out to be 123. So this is the part which you have to first fill. Then turbidity is 15. Then NaCl, don't look into this side. First try to understand this. This is it, this much. So ignore, do not contribute to hardness. Then alum, Al2SO4 thrice. It is mentioned at the rate of 28.5 milligrams per liter. So 28.5 milligrams per liter into 50 by 57 comes out to be 25. Okay, so now we are here with this. So first of all, before going for lime and soda requirement, we will first express the carbonate hardness. So you can write number 1, carbonate hardness. This plus this, 229.57 ppm. So if this is ppm, then this you multiply by 0.07, you get degree Clark, and non-carbonate hardness is 380 into 0.07. This is the answer in degree Clark, right? Okay. Then we will write this LR column and SR column. LR is this magnesium bicarbonate 2 into the equivalents. Here calcium permanent is not required. Magnesium permanent here also and here also will be there. This is here and these things. Okay, so total lime, and this has to be considered in the same equivalents as we have said. So this comes out to be 491, sum of these, and sum of these comes out to be here. Okay, so you write the cost of lime required will be, now you have to consider the cost also. 74 by 100 into 491, which is here lime, into 100 by 95. 95% is the percentage purity, and here it is like 1,50,000 liters divided by 10 to the power 6 into rupees is 20 by 10. So this is in kg, so the cost comes out to be 1148.67 rupees for these many liters of water. Yes. Yes. Roll number 75. Okay. Then the cost of soda required 106 by 100 into this value, that is 380.77, divided by into 100 by 86, because soda percentage purity is 86, into 1,50,000 divided by 10 to the power 6, these many kgs of soda. Okay, these many kg of soda is required. Now for calculating cost, rupees 400 per 10 kg. So you get rupees as 2,815 rupees for soda. So the total cost of lime soda process becomes 3,964.27 rupees. Okay, now comes the last part. Estimate the theoretical weight of dry sediments. Now when this reaction takes place, you get formation of CaCO3. How much CaCO3? See the reaction, it will be twice CaCO3 which is formed. And that is why this equivalence of CaCO3 is multiplied by 2, because 2 moles of CaCO3 are forming here. One calcium is this and one of the soda, the lime which is added. So 2 moles will be coming out. So it will be 2 into 92. Then when magnesium bicarbonate is reacting, it is producing 1 mole of magnesium hydroxide but 2 moles of CaCO3. See the reaction. So it is written here like this. Okay. Then when calcium sulfate is reacting, calcium sulfate will be removed by soda Na2CO3 forming CaCO3 1 equivalent to less. Okay. Then magnesium chloride will form magnesium hydroxide, and then soda will remove the calcium chloride formed, which is also forming calcium carbonate. So it is written here. So this is there. Then calcium chloride, write the reaction. You will see that it is forming calcium carbonate 123 ppm. Now, if turbidity is there, turbidity is the fine colloidal particles, very small in size. So this turbidity will coalesce on your aluminum hydroxide flock which is forming, and this aluminum hydroxide flock will precipitate this turbidity also. So you have to consider turbidity also. True weight of turbidity 15 milligrams per liter has to be considered in the sediment weight. Okay. Then alum. Now alum leads to formation of what? Calcium sulfate. Like it is reacting with lime, that means CaSO4 is forming and AlOH thrice. So AlOH thrice is written. Now the CaSO4 which is formed is removed by soda, that is why soda required is there. So it is forming calcium carbonate. So that has to be there. So 25 ppm of calcium carbonate will be forming and 25 ppm of AlOH thrice will be forming. So this all becomes the weight of dry sediment. Now this is all in CaCO3 equivalents. So now because we want to calculate the true weight of sludge formed, first we will add all the CaCO3 together. Now this CaCO3 from this is 185, this CaCO3 becomes 273, this CaCO3 is 132, then this CaCO3 is 100 written here, then this CaCO3 is 123 written here, and this CaCO3 is 25 written here. Okay, so total CaCO3 true weight becomes, this doesn't need any conversion because this is CaCO3. So 839.91 is the weight. Then comes magnesium hydroxide. So this is the magnesium hydroxide 1. This is another magnesium hydroxide 2, that is 100. So total it becomes 236. Now this has to be converted into true weight of magnesium hydroxide by multiplying by the molecular weight of magnesium hydroxide, that is 58 by 100. So it becomes 137. Okay. Then the true weight of turbidity is 15 milligrams per liter. That remains as it is. Then aluminum hydroxide flock, that is formed 25 into 26 by 50. Why 26 by 50? This is having like the valency is 3. So like the weight of this 27 plus 3 into 17. Okay. That will be divided by 3. So it comes out to be 26. Okay. So 26 by the equivalent weight of CaCO3 is 50. That is why it will be 26 by 50. So it comes out to be 13. And then you add this value of calcium carbonate, magnesium hydroxide, add the turbidity value and aluminum hydroxide weight, comes out to be 1005.35 milligrams per liter. So then you calculate, this is the dry sediments formed, these into 1,50,000 liters. So this is in milligrams. So this comes out in milligram. You convert it into kg. So 150.8 kg of precipitate is forming when you treat 1,50,000 liters of this water containing these impurities. Things are clear? Are the things clear to you?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the most complicated numerical. Rest, if this sludge is not asked, mostly for your sessional sludge won't be asked. Such type of complicated numerical is asked only in the end semester examination, and therefore, so I have covered most of the thing. Only one numerical with ferrous sulfate and आई थिंक बाइकार्बोनेट आयन लेके कोई न्यूमेरिकल नहीं किया, कल आपको वो भी डाल के मंडे को कर लेंगे। मंडे वी हैव क्लास, मंडे को आपकी क्लास है या एमएससी की है? See,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have with you
Our
BTech
class,
first
yes,
year and MSc class also. So MSc I think is on Tuesday, Monday is BTech class. Okay. So we will discuss that type of numerical of bicarbonate. बाइकार्बोनेट नहीं यूज किया हमने, कैल्शियम एंड मैग्नीशियम आयनिक कंपोजिशन का भी हमने नहीं किया है, और फेरस सल्फेट का नहीं किया है। I'll add some numerical so that we cover all type of impurities and all type of calculations. Okay, today I have some work, so I'll stop here today. This is an important thing, everyone should take a screenshot of this so that whenever you get a problem you should be able to solve using the concept put in this numerical. Things are clear? Okay, so for
Yes, ma'am.
today I'll close the meeting here.
Ma'am, what is the pattern of the paper?
The type of question paper is 25 marks are there, and all are descriptive, or you have to write it in sentence form. So there is no MCQ in the sessional paper. Okay.
ma'am. When will be the Viva, ma'am?
Yeah, Viva and all. I'll today like chalk out all your things with the practical Viva, the practical test, and like time to time I have to give you your marks also after taking test. So we will have practical test based on alkalinity, hardness, dissolved oxygen, and free chlorine, and I'll take a Viva for 10 marks also. So 20 marks test and 10 mark Viva during your practical time. Okay. And then I'll take your
Dates
one
for
test.
Viva. I'm asking that.
Hmm?
Dates for Viva.
Days for Viva. Yeah, it will be like for practical, it will be somewhere from 17th to 21st of January. And for theory, let me cover the theory part so that I can put up some questions and the MCQ questions. Like there will be a quiz for theory as well as for practical. So that will be MCQ question, and also there will be a Viva for theory as well as practical. So that I will chalk out and let you know. But you consider that you have a test sort of thing right from 17 to 21st anytime that week complete. So start preparing, and if possible today I will give you PDF of water treatment chapter from the book, Dr. S.S. Dara's book. Okay? Okay. So we close
Okay,
here.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.